It's time now for the award-winning #1 local talk show in Northeast Pennsylvania, The Sam Lesante Show. Now here's your host, Sam Lesante.
Here she comes, Miss America. How many times have we heard that song, folks? Well, guess what? Miss America is coming, hopefully, from the greater Hazleton area. We have a great pageant coming for all the young girls in the greater Hazleton area. It's going to be March the 8th, 2014, and we want you to become involved. Today's show, folks, what is the Miss Greater Hazleton Scholarship Program? What's it all about? Remember, starting at this level, you go to Miss Pennsylvania, then you'll become Miss America. My guest today, my daughter, Jeannine, who is the executive director, and we have Sherri, who is a former Miss Greater Juniata Valley Miss America, who won the scholarship. A little later on the show, we'll have a board member, Joelle Witner, and we'll have Leann Fallabel to talk about how you can become involved with this great program. First of all, let me just tell you, the mission of the Greater Hazleton Scholarship Program is to create a positive experience for young ladies in the greater Hazleton area, okay? And to earn, of course, scholarship opportunities. So, Jeannine, how are you?
I'm good.
So
we're excited.
So
we're very excited to be here.
You're the star of the girls. You do the specials. You know, you trying to take my ratings or what?
What do you think? I heard your show was in trouble, so I should be on it.
You should, to boost it up.
Here we are.
Far from being in trouble. Hey, let me tell you something. Not to sidetrack a little bit. You know, we get the surveys coming in. And, you know, the show now is over 100,000 viewers because, you know, we air the girls in Pottsville and Mountaintop and Wilkes-Barre, Kingston. So it's over 115,000. I'm still hitting the 150,000. So, you know, you and Mom have to work a little bit on that. And we have a former Miss Greater Juniata Valley contest winner, as I mentioned, and her name is Sherri Homanko. Sherri, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing fine. So you are a doctor.
Yes, okay. I earned my Doctor of Pharmacy from Wilkes University in May of 2011.
Well, we won't hold that against you. I didn't know that before we started the show.
We didn't know that, okay. No, great school. My nephew is
King's doesn't have a pharmacy program.
Oh,
right.
all right.
That's
Well, then,
okay.
well, there you go. No, my nephew is a professor there, Dr. Bednarz at Wilkes College, and we're very proud of him. Hey, let's talk about this. I think this is a great opportunity for the greater Hazleton area. It really is. And a lot of work is involved. There's no question about it. But I mentioned here the mission of the Greater Hazleton Scholarship. Now, Jeannine, this is a part of the National Miss America Scholarship Program, correct?
The Miss America Scholarship Program is the largest scholarship program for women in the United States. So we want people to know that this is a scholarship-based program. Yes, it is a pageant, but yes, it is also to offer women opportunities to further their education, as we're going to find out today.
Okay, now let me talk with you, Sherri, okay? When we talk about pageants, and Joelle, when she comes on, Joelle could talk about, you know, how she's involved and her mom was involved in a lot of pageants. Now, why did you want to become involved with the Miss, now this is in central Pennsylvania, Juniata County, right? Mm-hmm. So it's Miss Greater Juniata Valley Scholarship. You won that program. What interested you to become involved with that?
I competed because I needed scholarship assistance, and with going to school for 6 years for my degree as a Doctor of Pharmacy, it costs a lot of money. And what greater way to become involved with an organization like the Miss America organization, which has awarded over $45 million in scholarships to young women across the nation.
Okay, now getting involved, all right, did you feel sometimes people have stigmatisms with joining the pageants and, you know, my daughter has to be this or she has to be that, okay? This is not a beauty contest, right? This is...
Absolutely not. The organization is interview-based and service-based. So in order to compete, you have to have a community service type platform.
Okay, so the whole thing here, as I read the mission statement, it is to create a positive experience for young girls, right? Young ladies, all right? To earn scholarship opportunities. Now, what did you get out of the pageant when you got involved with the pageant?
I could definitely say that I improved both personally and professionally on my interviewing skills. It has helped me when it came to job interviews and in my personal career when it comes to being put on the spot to answer questions from my patients.
Now, when someone's involved in a pageant, all right, such as you were involved in a pageant, how much is involved with, you know, preparing for this pageant? You know, do you have a lot that, you know, you have to do before the pageant? So, you know, we want to give people an awareness right now as to what to expect, because the pageant will be held March 8th, and we'll talk about the details, how people get involved and why they should get involved. First of all, I think it's great for our area, any area, to have this. Am I correct?
Oh, definitely.
How do you view this particular pageant?
I think it is a great opportunity. The reason I competed out in the greater Jeannine Valley of central Pennsylvania is because there was not a program in the area, and I wish there would have been. I would have jumped on the opportunity in a second, and I think it is important that we have a program like this where we could foster not only the talent, but also the women that want to make a difference in the community.
Jeannine, your involvement as the executive director, right? You're the executive director of this particular. Why did you become involved with this?
You know, I'm always an advocate of anything that's going to bring good into the area and support the talent that is local. When we say Miss Greater Hazleton, this is open. There's only, I believe, 12 local pageants under the Miss America organization in the state of Pennsylvania. So our pageant is open throughout the state. It does encompass Schuylkill County, all of Luzerne County. Really anyone throughout the state could come here, and I would love to put a more positive spin on what Hazleton has to offer, whether it deal with race, nationality, political background. We're a community, and we're bringing unity through a program like the Miss America program.
Now, I have to ask you this, Jeannine, because you know, being raised with Mom and I, and going through the process, and you know, I am very, very against cliques. I'm against the people that have these certain cliques and you have to do this. Right. I think, you know, that's been the ruination of many towns, because cliques get together and they just look for themselves and not for everybody else. So I'm hoping that this is going to be a board and an organization that will be for the good of everybody.
Well, I think the only clique that we have is that we're a community clique, and we want to do better for our community. The board members, and we have an active website. The board members are well diverse. They come from different backgrounds. I myself was only in one pageant when I was younger, and I'm really not a pageant person, but I am pro Hazleton, pro people, pro getting along. And when Sherri and I were, you know, confronted about having, or I should say approached, about having something like this in the area, I think it's going to be a win-win for businesses, which we're going to hear about. It's going to be a win-win for having it at the Hazleton Area High School, and we're basically the cheerleaders of the town.
I like what it says here. This event will create a positive mentoring experience for our young ladies to serve the community and grow both personally and professionally as individuals. I think that's the core of this. Did you find that, Sherri?
Oh, absolutely. And I could tell you that the friendships that I formed from competing in this system are long-lasting. I have friends that are doctors, lawyers, other friends that are in med school, somebody that works for the mayor in Philadelphia. All these girls want to make a difference not only in their community, but go on to do something that is important professionally and make a difference along the line in the future.
When people say there's nothing to do in the area, I say, well, let's bring something here for you to do that is going to add benefit to you, your education, to help you grow professionally and personally. And this is a program that there is something to do that we're bringing right here in the greater Hazleton area that girls of all ages could be a part of.
What are the ages? From what starting age? From what age to what?
For our Miss program, the age is 17 to 24, and the 17-year-olds compromises seniors in high school. The teen program goes from age 12 to 17, and that also allows scholarship opportunities. And then we will also be having a princess camp, which will have the ages of 5 to 12 competing.
So that night, which is March 8th, and we'll tell you how to get involved with this. You know, there'll be 3 separate events going on, or 3 separate titles.
Well, the camp is going to be for the young girls to just be a part of, to see about the mentoring program, to see people interviewing, just to be able to be in the environment, and we have someone taking that on as well. But there's going to be 2 crowns, and
yes.
The 2 crowns are, that evening. We will be crowning 2 people.
Yes, yeah.
And it will be Miss Greater Hazleton's Outstanding Teen and Miss Greater Hazleton. And we will have visiting title holders from around the state there to be part of the program and serve as our cheerleaders to help make this program a success.
So what you're saying, anyone who is watching this program now can, even though it's Schuylkill County or,
Yep,
you know,
it's open to the state.
Doesn't make, it's open to anybody.
Anyone in the state.
But the title will be Miss Greater Hazleton Scholarship, right?
Yes.
Now, when we come back, folks, we'll talk to a board member who has been involved with this, give you more information. No, speaking of information, how does someone get involved with this if they want to?
It's very simple. Like we said, we have an active website.
What is the website?
They can go on and they could get the registration forms right from there.
Our website is missgreaterhazelton.weebly.com.
All right, I think, Andy, you may have that. If not, we'll have it when we come back. So that's how someone gets involved. Or is there a phone number someone could call to get more information? Is all the information on there?
Yeah, and I'm very accessible, 570-956-3393.
And Sherri, I have your number here. Okay,
My phone number is 570-956-0279.
folks, we come back, we'll talk to Joelle, who is a board member, plus her mom is Randy's Pageants, give you more information as to what to expect, what you should do, and I think it's a great opportunity. And we want to thank the Standard Speaker, who are media partnerships, and SSP TV, Local News 13, Samson Productions are the media sponsors for this major event, which I hope will be a great asset to the Greater Hazleton area. Stay with us. Welcome back to the Sam Lesante Show. Folks, remember 247ssPTV.com. My email is sam@ssptv.com. Thank you so much, folks, for the amount of viewers. As I mentioned in the beginning, our news, folks, our News 13, News 13 now is up to 70,000 people per weekday. And the Sam Lesante Show, 150,000 viewers per week. The girls, how about 115, 120,000 per week? They're getting up there. All around the town, folks, doing great. And remember, if you want your holiday greetings, give us a call because we're starting our holiday greetings pretty soon. All right, for official water for SSP TV and Samson Productions, GreatSpringWater.com. It's like good, but better. This is the official water of SSPTV.com. All right, my guest today, my daughter, Jeannine. We have Sherri Homanko, who is a previous winner of the Greater Hazleton Scholarship, a previous winner of the Greater Miss America Scholarship Program. And what we're talking about today, folks, is a great event's coming March 8th. It's called the Miss Greater Hazleton Scholarship Program. Now, this is open to a lot of nice young women, okay, to become involved. You don't need anything special. This is a great opportunity for you. And joining us now is Joelle Witner, who is the owner of Drama in Motion, a studio of performing arts. But before we get to Joelle, Jeannine, you're board member because she is a board member. Talk about your board.
We have a great board, and everyone, again, is volunteering their time to be a part of this great program. So we have Jennifer Aponic, we have Reese Bethel, Tamara Hersenberger, Katie Boyle Moore, and she's actually going to be handing out Princess Camp. She's actually sponsoring that with her husband, Robert. Of course, Joelle, Leann Fallabel, who we are going to be hearing from, I should say, in a little bit. Bob Mahalik, he's representing the Hazleton Area School District. Sam Lesante Jr., who is my brother. Gina Major, who got us involved with the program. Lori O'Gurkis, who is our legal counsel, and Representative Tara Toohill. Actually, State Representative Tara Toohill is the only representative in the state who did not have her own Miss America pageant program. So we thought we should ask her to be a part of our board,
So
represent her and
okay, now,
the state.
Board members, okay. Now, Joelle, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Hey, how's the Drama in Motion Studio for Performing Arts going?
Doing very well.
Is there an opening for me? Because I want to learn how to tap dance.
Absolutely.
Okay,
we have your shoes ready.
the shoes ready? Okay. No tutus, though. I'm not wearing any tutus.
No tutus.
I wore them last year, and that
Tights?
was it.
Tights.
You can wear the
okay,
crown.
no, wear tights.
Okay.
No, I lost 10, 15 pounds. I'm doing pretty good, yeah.
Great.
All the women are going crazy. Just going nuts.
Wait till you dance for them.
Yeah, okay. Joelle, I'm excited about this show because Jeannine and I will be co-hosting it, and if she
Right.
lets me talk, it'll be great. But it's March 8th, right? Okay.
Right.
But as a board member, your involvement, tell me something so the people can learn about what is involved here.
Well, there's quite a bit on the front end to be involved in the show. As I was talking to Jeannine for the first time, we were talking about what needs to go on the stage and the choreography, and Jeannine kind of looked at me with one eye crossed. There's many things that need to go into the pageant. You need judging, you need staging, you need people who can put things together as far as criteria are involved. You need a lot of people on the front end to organize things so that the day of the pageant things run very smoothly. So we have some experience in that. My mother and I have been running a competition for many, many years. In the Harrisburg area, we run a pageant in Florida, Miss American Encore, and we're going to bring some of our knowledge to this, to the table with this, and we're going to collaborate with Sherri and the Miss America criteria, and then we're going to put that all together for March 8th.
So we're looking at people who have experience in this. This is not like a rookie things getting together and throwing things together. So this is going to be a bona fide, certified pageant, okay?
Absolutely.
And your mom was involved with many pageants, okay?
Right.
So as far as the people who get involved, now you've dealt with a lot of young people, even with your drama in motion.
Yes.
Why would this be an advantageous for young girls to get involved?
Well, I think first of all, it creates a lot of confidence in students. It brings a lot of people together. It creates a sense of togetherness as far as even cultural diversity. They all work together. They become a family on stage. They learn what it's like to have worked hard for something. They need to have talent, they need to have an interview, they need to use their scholastics. So using all those things that they've worked at their whole life and putting it together in this one program, they have a sense of accomplishment on the stage. And it's really a great avenue for them to use all the things that they've worked for, and not just a place where the more money you spend, you get something out of it.
So I would view this as everyone's a winner.
Absolutely.
No matter what you do, because you all come out with something. You may not win the title, but however, you do win, a knowledge of your self-esteem, and it's a growth. And that's what we did with you, Jeannine, when Mom and I took you to that pageant. Mm-hmm. Wasn't necessary. We'd like to see you win, but that wasn't the point. But it was an opportunity to get involved to see how things evolve with young women.
And sometimes, just to interject there, sometimes it's not about, in this society, it's all about everyone needs to be handed a trophy, and this really shows that. You don't necessarily have to be handed that trophy to show that you won to yourself personally.
Absolutely.
It's really for self-growth.
Miss America, Miss Greater Hazleton .weebly.com is how you get involved here, folks. It's going to be March 8th at the Hazleton Area High School. That's March 8, 2014 at the Hazleton Area High School. It's a great opportunity for you to become involved. You want to talk to your relatives or your daughter to get involved with this. And the ages again are what?
For the teen program to compete, it's 12 to 17. For the Miss program, it's 17 to 24. And to participate in the Princess Camp, it's 5 to 12.
All right, when we come back, folks, we're going to talk to Leann Fallabel, who is the Vice President of Marketing for the Greater Hazleton Chamber of Commerce, and she'll tell you how sponsorships are going to be so important and how you can benefit from them. Stay with us. Well, folks, it's happening March 8th, 2014 at the Hazleton Area High School. Yes, you can earn this crown, not for me, but for young ladies. It's going to be the Miss Greater Hazleton Scholarship Program. Now, here's the deal, folks. We're limited to 26 girls, okay? So we're limited to 26 girls. I would highly suggest that you go to the website, which is missgreaterhazleton.weebly.com. Get your information, get involved, get, correct, Jeannine?
Yes.
Okay. Don't talk too much now, okay? You're limited to 26.
Yes,
correct?
we're limited to 26. We know that we're going to reach that 26. So, of course, first come, first serve on this program. But again, we're really, 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 really excited about not only getting the girls involved, but getting the community involved and really putting Hazleton on the map for something that is proactive and really scholarship-based.
So the scholarship, then, that if they win this, they go on to Miss Pennsylvania, and then if they win Miss Pennsylvania, we had a Miss Pennsylvania,
Yes.
didn't we? Who was
Rosalind Mellon.
she won, and then she went on to Miss America,
Yes.
correct? So this is a great opportunity for them to start. Now, Leann Fallabel, who's Vice President of Marketing for Greater Hazleton Chamber of Commerce. How are you, Leann?
Good, thanks.
You're doing a great job at the Chamber, incidentally.
Thank you very much. We work hard.
Chamber is doing
Appreciate that.
fabulous. Anyway, your involvement here is what?
Basically, I'm involved, like you said, as a chamber liaison to help with this program and to really get the business community involved. You know, not only to support the event, but also to support the contestants within the event.
Now, sponsorship, okay, people who want to become involved. Now, the main sponsors we're sponsoring the Crown, Samson Productions. The standard speaker is a media sponsor with us. And, of course, Samson Productions, SSP TV. How do people then become involved? What would be the benefit? Let's assume, you know, I have a business or I just want to sponsor. What would I be benefiting?
We are currently in the process of working on all of our packages, but basically we're going to have different levels of sponsorships, and it can be anything from sponsoring the stage at the event to sponsoring the ribbons for the teen program, just all different kinds of opportunities, being in the program, really, you know, anything along those lines.
I think anyone who has a business or is a professional, they do not mind sponsoring something as long as they see they're getting something, they're doing something good. I don't necessarily think we want something in return, but we want to be able to do something. So here, when we're sponsoring or becoming involved with the Miss Greater Hazleton Scholarship Program, we're really doing something for the young girls, correct?
Right. Yeah. It's really about giving back to the youth in our community, so that, you know, they'll give back as they grow older to the community itself. So, yeah, I mean, definitely, you know, not only are you going to be getting the tangible things such as your logo and banners in the programs on the stages and so forth, but just giving back to these young women that are, you know, working hard to further their education.
Jeannine, so why is it limited to 26?
Logistics.
Oh,
We want to have We want to have an enjoyable program, but we don't want the program to be going 5 hours long.
So that's like a rule of thumb. Okay, so 26, and that's total, right?
Yes.
And that's for the 2 divisions.
That's for the 2 divisions. That's excluding the Princess program. The Princess program, we do not have a cap on numbers yet, but
And how old is the Princess? What are the ages for Princess?
Princess program is 5 to 12 years old. I'm thinking around 20 will be a good number for that.
Okay, so then from 12 years, 12 years plus to 24, we have 26 total between the both of them.
That's correct.
Now remember, we should point out we are a nonprofit, so if anyone wants to give a donation that goes towards the scholarships, then that's something that we definitely would appreciate as well. You could give a donation, you could, you know, do a sponsorship. There are many ways that you can get involved, but we definitely want to look at having a very nice scholarship to give away to 2 girls.
Folks, anyone who could hear this show, you are eligible. That doesn't necessarily mean that you have to live in Hazleton. This is Schuylkill County. We play this on Comcast 7. We're playing it in Channel 19 up in the Wilkes-Barre Mountaintop, Kingston area. As well as in the Greater Hazleton area. So you can get involved, the 956-0279. That's 570. If you want to make a phone call, 570-956-0279. It will be March 8th, 2014 at the Hazleton Area High School, limited to 26, which is the 12 years old plus, correct?
Yes.
And Sherri, you feel as a former Miss Greater Jeannine Valley Scholarship winner, you feel this is great for young girls, right?
Absolutely. I have definitely became a better person from this scholarship program. I have...
Now, you're not just saying this, are you?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
I can tell you that
She
since...
told me this when she came to me and said, why should we do this together?
Since I aged out of the program 2 years ago, I've gone across the eastern part of the state volunteering. I've served as a mentor for 2 contestants over the past 2 years. I had Miss Mountain Laurel 2012, Ryan Richardson, who was 3rd runner-up to Miss Pennsylvania. And this past year I had Carly Zarang, Miss Keystone's Outstanding Teen, and she was in the top 10 of the teen program. And I've been able to help these girls both flourish with their interview, improving themselves on stage, and becoming more involved in their communities. And I couldn't ask for anything more than that.
We didn't even get to talk about the categories. I mean, you have to give a full essay. You have to have volunteer as a platform. There are many, many different aspects that you need to do to even participate in the program.
I think as we get closer to that, we'll have additional shows to break things down, and also I was thinking, but this is initial overview of what's happening in March of 2014. Great opportunity for young girls, folks. It's a Miss Greater Hazleton Scholarship Program. But here, I love the mission statement, okay, and this is what I love because it's a development here. It's to create a positive experience for young ladies, okay, to earn scholarship opportunities. The event will create positive mentoring experiences for young ladies to serve the community and grow both personally and professionally as individuals. And I think that's what you're referring to, Sherri, correct?
Absolutely.
All right. And remember their website, folks. Just go to their website, missgreaterhazleton.weebly.com. Did I miss anything?
I think you did good, other than you forgot to put on the crown.
Oh, well, the crown, folks, I can't go for the crown, but how do I look with a crown on? Huh?
Pretty good.
Yeah, you see, your mom crowns me once in a while, too, you know. I get crowned once in a while, which is great. I think this is going to be a lot of fun. I want to thank the standard speaker, our media sponsors, who will be working with us to promote a good thing for the Greater Hazleton area. And that's what we always try to do, huh, Leann? We're trying to chamber. We're always trying
That's right, every day.
We're
always trying something new.
Well, I'll tell you what, when you look at a lot of great things that are happening, sort of those negative things sort of like fade away, and that's what we want to do is bring in, I know Jeannine's been a strong advocate as well as the board member, always trying to promote our areas, whether it's Pottsville, Hazleton, Wilkes-Barre, whatever the case may be, we're always trying to do that. Remember, folks, get involved. I will be there. Jeannine will be there. We're going to have a lot of fun. We'll see you next time.